Hello, everyone. You're listening to Live from Bunker 9, your only source of post-cataclysmic radio. I'm your host, Caleb. That's Caleb with a G. And remember, we're not dead yet. Now, the story that has had everyone in our community talking occurred 1 week ago. It was an event of massive proportions, sending everyone's heads spinning. Yes, last week, the fast food place up the street, Sultan Grease, announced their 50% off Friday sale for this month. Also, in other news, a large, unidentified flying object appeared over the radio studio last week. It quickly left, but not after abducting our only world news correspondent, Ann Ladomsky, and radio show shadow, Russell Sisselton. It quickly departed and has not been seen since. Now, because Ann Ladomsky has been such a dedicated employee of this radio station, I put it at the top of my to-do list to ensure her safe return to our community. So, right after I took advantage of the 50% off Friday sale at Sultan Grease and got over my subsequent digestive illness, I put out a reward for anyone who could find any information on the USO or on the SSA in general. And I just got my first response this morning, and someone will be meeting me any minute now. They didn't leave a name, so I guess I can only hope that they are sane. Yeah. In the meantime, it appears that our semi-benevolent dictator, Ed Potts, has declared his 72nd super benevolent and totally unquestionable policy. What we don't know won't hurt us, but what we do know, well, that will hurt us. Similar to other super benevolent and totally unquestionable policies, because of the long name, that what we don't know won't hurt us, but that we do know, well, that will hurt us, policy will be referred to as STUP number 72. STUP number 72 talks about the danger of excessive knowledge and threatens to expunge anyone from our community who has above normal amounts of it. It suggests that people in danger of possessing excessive knowledge take preventative measures, such as taking daily lead supplements, or practicing their headbutting skills on brick walls. This way, it goes on to say, our community will have a healthier, happier tomorrow. Now, I can see where Ed is coming from. I know that excessive knowledge is feared in some circles. For example, nuclear weaponry would never have been created were it not for knowledge. Nuclear weaponry, which is at least partially responsible for the nuclear fallout portion of the Great Cataclysm. But don't we need intelligence to move ourselves beyond our present situation? In that way, I feel STUP number 72 may be counterproductive to society as a whole. I mean... Oh, that must be the citizen who responded to my request for information on the UFO.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Caleb. That's Caleb with a G. Thank you for responding. You said you had information?
Yes.
Well, what's your name?
Florence Simmons.
Wait a second. The Florence Simmons?
Yes, you've heard of me?
The Florence Simmons, the bottom of her class, the one who spends her days vandalizing the town's old nuclear reactor?
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I do not vandalize the nuclear reactor. I'm simply conducting experiments.
Experiments with graffiti? I've met the girl at the top of your class, and she doesn't seem particularly bright. I assume that you are 2 steps lower on the intelligence spectrum.
Stella Denson?
Yes, I assume you think she's a genius.
Why, her theories on bananas are simply preposterous.
Really? I was beginning to think I was the only one who could see reality.
Yes, most of her ideas are based on unsound syllogisms.
Well, then I agree with you on that. Now what was the information you discovered?
You may not know this, but I regularly watch the night skies and track the positions of stars and planets to discern any changes after the Great Cataclysm.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, I noticed a strange object that wasn't following a typical orbit. It was giving off a strangely large amount of light, and due to the Doppler redshift, I knew it was traveling away from the Earth. And, as of a month or two ago, I noticed a similar object, possibly the same, coming back towards the planet. It reached the vicinity of our town a couple of weeks ago, stationed off in the desert.
Oh my. Why didn't you tell anybody about it?
Well, I feared the repercussions of any contact we might have.
What do you mean?
The residents of our town are not the most peaceful people. I also don't think we have a very good policy in place for dealing with extraterrestrials.
You mean the super benevolent and totally unquestionable policy number 49? I heard that deals with aliens.
The help aliens policy?
Yeah.
Well, I believe that the policy states that in the event of contact with aliens, a militia will be formed to kill all said aliens. Once destroyed, the aliens will be given to a group of our best chefs to see how tasty these beings are. No contact will be made with them. Communication other than violence is prohibited. Shoot first and ask questions later.
Oh, well, that might be an unwise approach.
I agree.
Now that I think of it, I should probably read through all those super benevolent and totally unquestionable policies.
It might be wise. Anyway, that's why I figured it would be unwise to announce the presence of aliens to our town. However, they started abducting things.
Like Russell, his mother, and his dog.
Yes, things began escalating. Eventually, the alien ship showed itself above your radio studio.
But it left, and with my best news reporter, my only news reporter.
Or did it? According to my calculations, the ship is on its way here right now.
What? To do what? Why?
I don't know, but it should be here in, say, 5 minutes.
Are they trying to destroy us? Are they trying to abduct more people? What are they going to give us back, Anne and Russell? We need to figure out what we're going to do. What about Oh, look. Hey, it's a happy story time report.
What?
Can this wait?
We have 5 minutes. I don't think
Too bad. Well, here's something to lift our spirits. Something our current story about approaching aliens cannot do. I bring you happy story time. Recently, the 7 second graders at our local elementary school have been learning about botany. They have been looking at leaves, seeds, and classifying species. In fact, I believe that this year's second grade class is rather gifted. Apparently, their teacher, Mr. Seymour, thought so as well, because he gave them an especially difficult plant to raise. Now, it was difficult to raise in the sense that the plant had never been studied before. Never seen, actually. In fact, it appeared to be a new type of plant completely, and these second graders did a splendid job in raising it. They studied and deduced its taxonomic classification. They experimented and measured the proper growing conditions for the plant, the level of light, the amount of water, and the optimal soil content. The research of these second graders has paid off as well, as the plant has grown to a very large size, nearly 2 meters tall. I must say that I am duly impressed by the scientific capabilities of these children. It seems that we will not be lacking botanists in the future. And think of the amazing things that can be done. Following the Great Cataclysm, we have had to ration food and focus on finding ways to expand our meager supply of crops. A vast supply of botanists could create a society with a healthy, sustainable quantity of nutrients to ensure a safer, happier tomorrow. And we mustn't forget Mr. Seymour, the teacher who inspired his students into becoming something great. I hope that this show of botanical prowess and triumph in the education system lifts your spirits as much as it has mine. This concludes our happy Oh. What's this? Oh my. Yikes. I am getting updates from the story. Apparently the plant that the second graders had been raising turned out to be carnivorous. And not just carnivorous, human-eating. It has already consumed 5 of the 7 children and the teacher, Mr. Seymour. Oh, the horror. Well, I suggest staying away from the Skid Row part of town unless you would like to be eaten by a giant, carnivorous, horrible plant. Well, at least we've learned something from this. Don't strive for academic achievement if your area of scholarliness is biology. And it is best to destroy all strange and mysterious things, lest they grow to be enormous and eat you. This concludes our happy story time. Okay, Florence, we can get back to the matter of the approaching aliens. What was it you wanted to say?
I think that we need to go over your plan on contacting them and retrieving Anne and Russell.
I wasn't really planning on that part so much.
Oh, really?
No, I was focusing on step 1, getting in contact with the spacecraft.
I see.
But I'm sure I could think of a plan. Let's see. I know. We could trade something for their return. See, there's this one annoying high schooler. Her name is Stella Denson. We could give her to the aliens in exchange for Anne.
And Russell?
The problem in communicating with the aliens. I mean, otherwise they would just take Stella without giving us Anne.
And Russell?
Of course, that might not be such of a loss.
Okay, no. I have a plan that might have a chance of succeeding.
What's that?
Every time the aliens have ventured into this town, it's been to abduct something, correct?
Yeah.
So, we need to attract them in some way to this spot. We need to give them something that they want very badly. Then, once they come here to abduct it, I have developed this tractor beam reversal device. It will take hold of their ship once they turn on their tractor beam generators and force them to land. I have been working on it for weeks in the old nuclear power plant.
Oh my.
I figured out most of it from watching the aliens perform their abductions on others, and I believe it has 86.75309% chance of success.
Those are fairly good odds. But as you know, building your tractor beam device reversal thingy was the easy part. The hard part will be attracting them. I have absolutely no idea what to use for a lure.
Well, have the aliens shown a pattern in their abductions? Is there a particular type of animal or individual they like to take?
Now that you mention it, no.
No? Let's think through everything they've abducted.
Well, they grabbed some random accordion players in the desert, Anne Ladomsky, Russell, Russell's mother, Russell's dog, Russell's cat.
Wait, Russell, his mother, his dog, and his cat?
Yeah.
Do you think that they have some particular affinity for Russell and the beings of his household?
Well, I mean, maybe. Why anyone would want Russell, I have absolutely no idea.
It's worth a shot. We could go to Russell's bunker and grab a pet or something.
His sister!
His sister.
Yeah, I don't know if Russell has a sister, but if he has any siblings...
I am going to his bunker to see if he has any pets. You wait here. The alien ship should be arriving soon.
Well, what do you know? Florence Simmons isn't that bad after all. I know we don't have any expectations for her future, but still, maybe we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Oh. That can't be Florence, unless she fell into one of the floor 4 wormholes that sprang up around here since the Great Cataclysm. Oh. They're so polite. Usually people just barge right into the studio after knocking. I should probably put a lock on that door. If only our community's only locksmith wasn't killed by a giant nuclear... I'm sending the signal to come in. Why are you not coming in? Whoever you are. You can come in! They must not be very bright. Maybe they didn't...
Smash!
Oh my goodness, did something just hit the door? It's unlocked!
Well, what do you know? The door was unlocked the whole time.
Their head hurt.
Oh, who are you? Oh my goodness, Mr. Semi-Benevolent Dictator Mr. Potts, sir!
Please, call me Mr. Great and Powerful Semi-Benevolent... Ed.
Well then, Mr. Great and Powerful Semi-Benevolent Ed. And you are?
Me, Thur.
Third, did you say?
That is Thurston Benedict Wimbledon.
Thurston Benedict Wimbledon?
Yes, but you may call him Thur.
Me, Thur.
Yes, Thurston. Just don't call him Thor.
Thor?
Garg! Me, Thur.
Yes, Thurston.
Oh, I'm sorry, Thur. Wow, he sure is big.
Yes, Thurston can smash a brick wall with his head.
Oh my.
Of course, I keep him around for his brains. Not really.
Thur smart.
Yes, you are, Thurston.
Thur smash.
Not now, Thurston.
He certainly couldn't smash through my bunker door.
Well, that was solid steel. Thur's a bit self-conscious about his inability to break through solid steel.
Thur sad.
I see. Now, Mr. Great and Powerful Semi-Benevolent Ed, What brings you to this studio?
Well, as you know, it came to my attention that you have made contact with an alien. Is that so?
Well, contact in the loosest sense of the term. They simply came and abducted my world news reporter and the Shadow for the day.
But contact nevertheless. Anyway, I hear you are also trying to lure the alien back.
Yeah.
And as semi-benevolent dictator, I feel that it is my duty to take control of this interaction.
But we already came up with a plan to get them.
Whatever plan you came up with, mine is much better. I was made semi-benevolent dictator for a reason.
I ran all the way over here and back, but I got Russell's hamster.
A rat?
It's a hamster, Ed.
That's Mr. Great and Powerful Semi-Benevolent Ed to you.
Mr. Ed.
Don't make me...
Mouse!
It's okay. Don't.
Mouse bad!
No, Thirstein, it's okay. Mice are friends.
It's not a mouse.
Mouse good?
Yes, this is a useful mouse.
It's not a mouse.
Smash Mouse?
No, that's our only way to track the UFO. If you
Much as I hate to agree with you, we need that mouse alive.
It's not a mouse.
Oh, no Smash Mouse.
It's a Roborovsky hamster. Taxonomically speaking, Phodophorus roborovsky.
Listen, Mr. Great and Powerful Semi-Benevolent Ed. Florence
Just
has
call
the-
him Ed.
Florence has a device that will reverse the tractor beam and force the ship to land. I feel like it's a sound plan, and I think that
Stop.
we should...
Your jibber-jabber is hurting my ears. Now, what shall we do? Thirstein, don't put that in your mouth. Is knock the spacecraft out of the sky the moment it appears. With this EMP cannon.
What? Wait, I don't see anything.
Thirstein, Benedict Wimbledon, we talked about this. When I said, with this EMP cannon, you were supposed to pull out the EMP cannon.
Oh.
Yes. Let's try that again. I'll blow it out of the sky with this EMP cannon.
Ah.
No, don't clap. Pull out the cannon. Let's try again. You know what? Never mind. Pull out the EMP cannon.
Big gun?
Yes, the big gun. The one only you can hold.
Here, big gun.
Whoa!
Blowing them out of the sky with that EMP cannon is a horrible plan.
Says the girl at the bottom of a class, the brilliant semi-benevolent dictator.
If that EMP is even strong enough, it will likely fry all of the electronics on the ship, derailing its aeronautics equipment and causing it to crash violently into the surface of the Earth. Likely leading to the death of Anne Lodomsky and Russell Sisselton, and an interplanetary conflict with drastic ramifications. Don't you see?
No.
Their head hurt.
She's saying that if your gun works, it'll kill Anne and Russell, and it might make the aliens mad at us.
That's preposterous. Of course my gun will work. It's enough to take out a jet a mile up.
What? How did you get a hold of that?
As semi-benevolent dictator, I get access to some pretty sweet weaponry.
That is horribly concerning.
Haven't you read the super benevolent and totally unquestionable policy, number 39? 49. It specifically states that when dealing with aliens, we are to shoot first and ask questions later.
But the catastrophic repercussions.
Well, that's just something we'll have to deal with.
Oh no! It's here!
It's taking the hamster! Bye! I'm sure Russell will miss you.
Bad light.
It's a bad green light, Thirstein. That's why we are using the MP gun.
No! Let me use my tractor beam reversal. You will kill them and doom mankind.
Too bad. I'm the semi-benevolent dictator. I can doom mankind if I want to. Also, I won't.
Just use your device, Florence. Now!
No.
Go!
Thirstein, fire the cannon.
Big gun?
Yes, now.
No, don't do it!
Fire it.
No!
You made him miss. He fired it at the ground.
Not just at the ground. You fried my revolutionary tractor beam reversal technology.
No loss. There. Fire again.
No!
Big gun?
Yes, just fire it.
It no work.
It's not going to work. It needs to recharge.
Smash gun?
No, Thirstein, we're just going to have to wait. Let's see. 3 minutes. Then you will fire it.
Smash ship?
Not yet. In the meantime, it looks like I'll be commandeering this radio studio.
Hey, you can't do that.
I can and I will. I am the semi-benevolent dictator. Thur, restrain these two.
Smash?
No, Thurstein, no smashing, just hold on to them.
Hold!
Yes.
Hey, let go!
Get off!
There we go. Now that you're both removed, I get to play radio host. It can't be too hard, can it? Let's see. I know just what to do. Hello, everyone. It's time for your own super benevolent public service announcement, brought to you from the lips of your very own semi-benevolent dictator, Ed Potts. Now, I know you have all heard of the term thought crime. If you haven't, that may be an example of thought crime. Thought crime is the criminal act of holding unspoken beliefs that oppose or question your brilliant leaders. You may think that thought crime is okay, that it isn't hurting anyone. They're just thoughts, right? But thought crime will manifest in some way eventually, and then you will be caught. That was the unenlightened belief before our time. However, we have come up with a revolutionary new belief, a much more progressive policy towards your thoughts. Replacing the outdated policy of thought crime, we have super benevolent and totally unquestionable policy number 72. It's a revolutionary new policy towards thinking called that which we don't know won't hurt us, but what we do know, well, that will hurt us. It just rolled out of our super benevolent policy-making office, staffed by the brilliant pair, Ed Potts, your semi-benevolent dictator, and Thurstein Benedict Wimbledon. STUP 72 discusses the merits of having subpar intelligence. It provides for a healthier, happier, more obedient life. It also provides many methods of achieving subpar intelligence, a few of which we will go over now. Thurstein, could you lock them in the cabinet? Yes, that one. No, that's a filing cabinet. It's too small. Stop. Thurstein. Okay, good. Yes. In there. Yes. No, don't you walk away without locking it. Good. Now come over to the mic. There we are. Now, what will you do to comply with STUP number 72, Thurstein?
What?
What will you do to make yourself not smart?
Hit head rock.
Yes, Thurstein has provided us with an excellent practice of removing those pesky IQ points. Concussions work well in giving one a healthier, happier life.
Eat stuff.
Ah, indeed. If you swallow lead or mercury pills, you can improve your life as well. These will have healthy effects on your brain and make you a more societally beneficial individual.
No drink.
Yes, a lack of hydration will improve your brain's thinking. By simply refraining from drinking of water for multiple days, you can keep your IQ down and your happiness up. And now, this concludes our super benevolent public service announcement, as it appears that our device is just about... Ha-ha! Thirsty, now we can fire on the ship. Prepare the gun. Where's the gun? Where's the gun, Thurstein?
In thing.
You locked the EMP in the cabinet with them. Why did you do that? Don't you shrug at me, Thurstein Benedict Wimbledon. Go get that gun and don't let them out.
Okay.
Ow!
Haha, we've escaped!
You cannot fire on the ship, Ed.
Thurstein, I told you not to let them out.
It hard.
Too bad.
Ed, they might be trying to contact us.
First off, it is Mr. Great and Powerful Semi-Benevolent Ed. Second off, there is no way they could be trying to... What
Whoa.
did you do?
I just turned on the alien frequency acceptance device.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, me neither, which is saying something.
That can't be them.
Help! Help! We are trapped up here. We need to escape. We're going to be destroyed.
Russell, what's Russell doing at their communications? Can you hear me, Russell?
Russell, stop. You're overreacting. We're fine. Don't you know that alien spacecrafts are just like big rocks? They're like rocks everywhere. Like, I feel so much bolder now. We're fine.
No, please, save us. I think Anna's gone insane. She shouldn't be here much longer.
Russell, just look around at the beauty of all the rocks. These alien rocks are on this ship. We have boldly gone where no one has gone before.
I'm going to die. No!
What was that?
It appears that the alien ship has landed right above us.
You have to stop them. They're going to...
Fire!
You shut the ship!
Where's the explosion? The crashing boom?
It's landed! I told you! It won't fall from the sky!
But I knocked out the circuitry.
Yes, and ended our communication with Russell and Anne. Now they might be trapped in the ship with the aliens.
But they can't take off.
No.
Then they can't dodge our missiles. Thirstein, hand me the super mega rocket launcher signaling device. The small metal thing with the big red button.
Box?
Yes, that thing.
Smash?
No, Thirstein, hand it to me.
You can't fire your rocket at the alien ship.
I can and I will.
That rocket probably won't even pierce the hole.
Ah, please, this isn't any plain old rocket. This is a super mega rocket. This thing has a thermonuclear warhead.
What? How did you get your hands on that?
Like I said, becoming semi-benevolent dictator gives me access to some very fun toys.
A thermonuclear warhead is not a toy. You may be about to vaporize the only surviving community of people left on Earth.
Psh, what do you know about thermonuclear warheads? These things are precision instruments. I drop a thermonuclear warhead down a chimney and surgically remove a man's hair.
I don't think you know what a thermonuclear warhead is.
Prepare the super mega rocket launcher.
So help me if you...
Take one step closer and I'll push this button, Florence. There's no stopping the weapon.
Careful, Florence. Don't make him do it.
He's going to do it anyway.
But if you go towards...
Brace yourself, Thirstein.
Florence! No!
Wow, your aim is really bad, Florence. That dive was at least a foot to my left.
I didn't miss.
No! You fried my signaler!
An EMP cannon can knock out your technology too.
That was the only link to the thermonuclear warhead?
Really?
Yes, that was the only link I had left. Now I have to go back to using the super mega rocket as a statue. All because of you! Florence!
I saved your life and ours.
Yay, Florence!
Thirstein, I think Florence deserves a bit of punitive action.
Smash?
I always knew she was trouble, always tinkering away in the thermonuclear power plant. I was always suspicious of her above-par intelligence. I knew she'd be trouble someday.
You really don't have to...
Smash?
Yes, Thirstein. Smash.
Smash! Ah!
No!
Ah!
He tripped over the gun! Run, Florence! Run!
Let's get her, Thirstein. We will get our revenge. Goodbye, Caleb.
Goodbye, Ed.
You don't want to be my enemy.
Well, everybody, today was quite eventful. And now it appears that this station is in the shadow of a decommissioned UFO. I hope a lot of things for the future. I hope that we have not doomed our interspecies relationship with these extraterrestrials. I hope that Russell and Anne are okay. I also hope that I get to speak with you all again next week. Goodbye, listeners. And remember, we're not dead yet. In today's show, Caleb with the G was played by Caleb Smiley. Ed Potts, the semi-benevolent dictator, was played by Nathan Hilvano. Florence Simmons was played by Riley Fitzgerald. Thurston Benedict Wimbledon and Russell Sisselton were played by Jacob Kosick, and Anne Ladomsky was played by Madison Link. Sound effects by Renan Mazzola. Live from Bunker 9 is written by Caleb Smiley.